So today I figured I'd film a bit of a morning routine type of thing around the homestead. So first things first, we always let out the puppy dogs. We have Peachy and we have Brisket. See, they come in at night and we put them in their kennels just due to the fact that, you know, they're doggos. They stay overnight, but they are outside as long as they possibly can be and are let out fairly early in the mornings. I mean, it's just a little after 9 o'clock about now. The sun's just barely up now. Come on, Bobby. They get to run around and do their things, and then they get put on their lines. And we're currently working on our project, our fence pallet project, for just gathering a few more supplies, some hinges, screws, stuff like that, so that we can start getting a fence set up. We're thinking of starting right about here, going all the way to the trap, coming all the way up to about behind our little cardboard pile. We gotta burn it or get rid of it, something. So all in all, this whole area from about here to this fence down there and to that fence there, maybe a little further, we're gonna have a complete pallet fence so that the goats and the dogs will have some free roam time. You know, nothing else is getting put on lines. There's Brisket checking on his goats now. He wants so badly to herd them, but he also wants to protect them in a sense. He's got a weird dynamic with the goats, but I'm not angry at it. I understand that he's a healer. That's what healers do. So it's one of those things where I can't get mad at him for wanting to do his job, but I can get mad at him for doing his job out of place. That is the little side ramble of what I believe is a dog owner's place. Is if you're going to own a breed, you need to know what you're getting into with that breed. I mean, you can't get a herding dog and expect it to not want to herd to some extent. You can't get a livestock guardian dog and expect it not to roam and protect livestock. Here, you gonna get Morgan, my little handy helper today, as per usual. He very much likes his goats. Brisket, I would like you to move on now, please. Move on. Both the goats are like, yeah, no sir, we don't trust that doggo. Which is fair. Come on, guys. You gotta clean up their goat pen here in a bit. Brisket, move, please. Come on, Brisket. Come on. Brisket, come on. Do you want a whooping? All right, you guys can get put on your lines then. Wyatt, you hold your goats, okay? See, some mornings he does have a little more energy than other days. I don't know if I caught that, but his favorite activity is to jump for the tree. I don't know why that's his thing, but that is his thing. And you know what? I'm just like, as long as it works. Yeah, don't step in it, Bubby. Peachy, do not push the kid. Brisket, you gonna go? Get it. Get your tree. Get your tree, Brisket. Oh, both of them are scratching. It's summertime. We just had the bug guys out to do the yard. I just got them their flea stuff, but it's probably time for a re-up. give them Dawn dish soap baths. Right. So, sorry. Let's get them their lines. We just have a simple setup. Something temporary. They're not always going to be on the lines. But something to prevent them from running into the neighbors' yards and terrorizing livestock, because that's what a healer does. They're terrors. Hey, Peachy. You're pushing the kiddo baby. Oh, is there a hopper? There's a hopper in the doggo's water bowl. All right, Brisket! Come in, Brisket boy! Oh, I see him. He's doing his business. Again, we have sneak peek of Chloe. Hello, Chloe!
Hey, Chloe.
Hey, Chloe!
Hey, Chloe. Hey, Chloe.
Brisket! Badger does not need to be herded. Look, I give you props for not biting. But, I'm sorry to say, baby, but we can't herd the goats right now. See, we're hoping that sometime in the future, we'll be able to find an area in Texas that will help me train Brisket a little nicer to actually herd. Sorry, weird angles, I know. It's hard to hook things up and video all at once. But we're hoping that sometime in the future we'll be able to take Brisket someplace where we can help him learn cues. That's what I'm looking for. Learn cues to actually help herd the goats and the cows. And most of the time the cows don't actually need it. Most of them are horn trained, if that makes sense. Whereas if you honk the horn on our little side-by-side, all of them start running to the gate. They think they're getting fed. Hey, Chloe. That's his best friend right there. The electric fence currently doesn't work, but she's one of those horses that would respect a 2x4 if it meant it. Ah, sweet baby. Ah, sweet girl. Oh, you got a little ouchie.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to put some ow spray on that.
Spray.
Yeah, we gotta help her put boo-boo spray on.
Spray. Boo-boo.
For her boo-boos. There's our other livestock guardian. That is Miss Ruby. She's been a part of this farm for 13 years now, maybe. Her story is actually kind of sad. When I moved to the farm, I always asked about her because I've always had a love of horses and animals. They're pretty girl. And they told me that somewhere in the area, someone had bought a property, and it's just a little cute 5-acre property, maybe 2-acre property, something like that. And the new owners came to find out that the old owners of the house had just left her there. And they're like, look, we don't know anything about Badger. You're still going to an area where you're gonna get fed, Goofy. Come on, baby. And they essentially said, we don't know anything about donkeys. We don't know how to take care of them. Here's a free donkey. And they put an ad out, probably Facebook Marketplace, somewhere of the such. It's been a long minute since I've heard this story. And Nanny and Granddad came out, and they're like, all right, load her up. And that became my mother-in-law's donkey from here on out. Good boy, Badger. Get some water, baby. Oh, I see they got tangled up yesterday. And Well, she's just kind of been part of the farm ever since. I mean, she's done her job. I've watched her come up on a coyote and... Oh, Wyatt! Bubby, you weren't supposed to do that. I've watched her come up on a coyote and grab it by the scruff of its neck, and by God, she threw that thing. Whoop, badger! Sometimes this happens. Whew. We're gonna have to weed whack all of this. Actually, if I can find a connection point for y'all, what if I just tie you to the tree and have y'all eat down here? This needs it anyway. Syria probably needs it the most. That won't even really bother our fence, but this needs it the most. Well, all right. Now, I guess slightly outside the morning routine, but it'll do the trick. We'll figure something out. We gotta find a connection point that'll let them get to and from the fence so they can eat all that down. See, before I just had them attached to the trailer to eat all of this down, but once we redid the schematics for the new goat pen, it's not really all that necessary. Once we get this over here, we will... Careful, Wyatt! What we can do is move their water bucket over. Are you just enamored by the... What are you doing, Badger? Whew. Oh, so close. I try not to do that because I don't want to hurt them. I try to wait until they're fully stopped because I'm not quite sure where I heard it. But at one point I had heard that if you pull too hard on a goat, you can snap their neck. And I mean, I believe that probably applies to just about anything, honestly. Easy, Badger. Easy, Badger. Hey, Morgan. All right, let's find the other side. Now that we got those two hooked up, I'm not worried about them getting away. Not that there's much area to roam, but like I said previously, we do have coyotes. See, this might be the next project that gets filmed. So they've managed to eat a good portion of the weeds around here. Sorry, so I wanted to pop on and kind of explain that situation before I rudely cut myself off. I think I hit end on accident. Getting used to this whole recording myself thing, so sorry about that. But what I was saying is the goats had eaten a good bit of the weeds around that rock pile, and that we're hoping that we can stack those rocks behind the wood pile just to kind of create another wall, something for the goats to climb on if they'd like, but something that's still stable and not so prone to attracting pests. With the problem with something like that, especially in a country rural setting, is that you're going to attract the snakes, and you're not going to attract the type of snakes that you want. We don't mind chicken snakes, we don't mind rat snakes, we don't mind racers and all the pretty little critters. We do mind copperheads, and we do mind rattlesnakes. With the hog problem in this area, rattlesnakes have evolved to no longer rattle, so you will come up on them without even knowing. Copperheads are just as dangerous, if not more, and those two are probably the biggest threats out there right now, as far as snakes go. Yeah, definitely not the biggest threats. We've had a mountain lion across our field before. People call us that. We're setting up field cameras eventually so we can get that done. Either way, I was just coming back on to say that we plan on creating a wall, and that I am super grateful that y'all are joining me for this journey through my idiocy and learning how to homestead.